Right, today's office is in the office. The last video I spoke about sort of NLP modalities, and I then sort of said that the next video would be to do with goal setting. Now, as I said at the end of the last video, there are whole books and courses based on goal setting, and so I'm going to try and wrap this up in a nutshell. I think the thing to bear in mind is that you need two goals really, one long term, one short term. The long term goal should be aspirational, so it should be something that really stretches you, and the short-term goal should be achievable. Okay, so what I mean by that is, let's say you're going to your aspirational goal would be to get a music degree, let's say, and then your short-term goal would be to go and start doing your grades. So you would work on your grade, let's say grade 1. All right, okay. But so the thing is that the goal that you're heading for, short-term, is measurable as well. So if you look at this from a practice point of view, you could say you're going to learn the guitar solo from Beat It by Michael Jackson, let's say, as an example. And your short-term goals would be that you break the solo up into certain sections, and then each section that you've marked, you're going to play those sections every day 5 times. So you can measure what you're doing. So the analogy here would be to imagine you're going on a journey, and you're going to walk, like I've been doing a lot of walking. You're going to walk the South Downs. The South Downs you couldn't possibly do in one day. It's possibly a couple of weeks worth of walking if you're taking it, leisurely. So you'd say to yourself, right, the first thing I've got to do is walk from this point 3 miles down the road to the next point on the map. And so it's contributing to the overall journey, but you're nowhere near to completing the journey, if you see what I mean. So there are lots of little components that are measurable. You know how long they're going to take to do. And so going back to the practicing thing, I often teach people to play something a certain amount of times, and if it's not correct, it doesn't matter. Which sounds sort of counterintuitive, but the idea behind it is all of this stuff is just doing it, just getting there and doing it. And even if it's not right to start with, that still counts as a plus. Okay, so there's a couple of ideas. As I say, a lot of the goal setting stuff, if you get any books, and there are loads of them out there, the basic components are sort of encapsulated in what I've just said. That you've got to do certain things in order to make the long-term aspirational goal to draw nearer. Okay. Right, so start with that, and I'll speak to you soon.